Alright, welcome back everybody to July's monthly wrap up. We'll kick off this month by talking about drones. The last month I have dropped quite a lot of drone content. We've got lucky with a couple things. One of them was 2 big southern right whales out of Muriwai. They were 1.8 k's out off the beach, which is a long stretch for any aerial equipment out over the water. Shot that footage. I was hoping to get a real good response to that. It didn't, which was quite disappointing because the footage is incredible. You can find it of course by getting along to this channel. The vineyards, which is a project I've been working on for the Matakana, some of the local Matakana vineyards for quite some time. That was shot really a month or 2 ago while the leaves are all changing colour. I have finally dropped that with some really good response, as well of course the Great Barrier Island drone clip. Now we were there in April. A lot of you probably may know if you follow me along on OXS TV, you would have already seen the vlogs. I've already dropped some video content from there. That I had tremendous feedback with almost 3,000 views to date, which has only been up sort of 10 days, so do feel free to get along and check that drone video out. It's probably some of my best work yet and has had a hell of a lot of feedback. It's also picked me up a couple of little perks. We also went up north in July, as well as all the spearfishing and skimming and all the winching sort of locally. We did make a trip, myself and Mike, up north where we had a day surfing, skimming, things like that, and we ventured out our way to Cape Maria Van Diemen, which is right out by Cape Reinga off the west coast there, basically just for a look around, a bit of a trek. I very foolishly didn't bare feet, but we found a really unique part of the country, very unexplored, some really heavy shore break. It was too big to skim on the day, but we're going to go back because there is a huge slope that goes basically down the sand dune and down the slope and into the waves, which I don't know of any spots anywhere that do that. I know there's places where you can slide down a sand dune and into the water, but not into shore break. So we're definitely going to be hitting up Cape Maria Van Diemen, hopefully in the not so distant future. We did as well film a podcast on the history and hopeful future of skimboarding in New Zealand, which if you do know a bit of my background, I actually make OXS skimboards, founded it, started it all here. So myself and Josh talked about that from the very start, all of our experiences over the years. So do feel free, I think it is the last video on this channel, so get along and check that out. Also Radio Life picked up some of my work, which I did mention a while ago and you may have already seen, was the wild horses of Spirits Bay. So they shared that content around and things, which is a good bit of a hit. It basically shows to me that I'm actually getting noticed, the work's getting noticed. I may put a lot more focus and attention into drone clips from now on, because they're not really a focus of my content, but they're just sort of a byproduct of what I do. I tend to be there, so that's why they get put up. And over into the next little while, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start a little series called Life in New Zealand or something like that, and it's basically just going to be drop once a month, a monthly wrap up of all the best footage, just to showcase what we can do around this wonderful country of ours and what we can get up to and things like that. Hopefully sort of just to try to encourage people to get out there and live as well. I will be looking sort of, I say sort of because we may have someone coming from Canada anyway, as like an intern for over the summer months, because I do want to do a lot more creative projects. I do have a lot of photography projects coming up. I do sort of not so much want a hand, more need a hand with certain things. So I am looking for any one of you out there who may be interested. Of course, feel free to get in touch with me. That's it for the month. We're now at the very back end of winter. The weather has been terrible, as a lot of you may have noticed. This month we actually had a huge flood here at the start of July. That's it for now. That's the quick little wrap up for the month. I'm Sam Price. I will see you at the beach.